Remember when we were kids and we'd spend hours imagining our future selves? We'd daydream about who we'd become, what we'd accomplish, and how we'd dress and how we'd carry ourselves. There was limitless feeling like anything was possible. We had complete creative control over the vision of our future. But then we grew up, and somewhere along the way we stopped dreaming and started settling. We let life happen to us instead of creating intentionally. We accepted the identity that was handed to us by our families, our circumstances, our jobs, our past mistakes. Now we got responsibilities. We've got roles we're expected to play: daughter, employee, student, wife, single woman, whatever it is. It comes with expectations, with labels, with limitations. The world assigns us an identity based on where we came from. If we don't take control of that narrative, it controls us. But here's what I want you to understand. No matter where you are right now, no matter what your past looks like, you have the power to redesign your entire reality. You can choose who you become. You can rewrite your story starting today. Don't just take my word for it. Let's look at a real example. Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta grew up in New York, a regular girl with big dreams but plenty of insecurities. She faced bullying, struggled with self-acceptance, and dealt with rejection in the music industry. People told her she wasn't marketable, that she was too different or too much. But Stephanie didn't accept that identity. In 2008, she became Lady Gaga. She didn't just change her stage name, she completely reinvented herself. She created a persona that was bold, fearless, unapologetically unique. Lady Gaga wasn't just a marketing strategy. It was a declaration, a transformation, a way of stepping into the version of herself she knew she could be. Lady Gaga was a crafted identity. Stephanie used it to channel her creativity, her pain, her power into something the world had never seen before. And at the root of that transformation was one thing: the decision to become. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to design your own transformation, because just like Gaga, you have the power to shape your future, take control of your narrative, and create the version of yourself you've always wanted to be. Let's get into it. Most people believe that who we are is fixed, that their personality, their habits, their circumstances are just the way things are. But the truth is, identity is fluid. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, and you don't have to be the same person 5 years from now. Your identity, the story you tell yourself about who you are, shapes everything. It determines what you believe you are capable of, what opportunities you notice, how you show up in the world, and what results you create. The most powerful shift you can make is realizing that you get to choose your identity. You're not locked into who you've been. You can consciously design who you become. Just think about it. Every successful person you admire made the decision at some point to become someone new. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They decided who they wanted to be, and they started embodying that person immediately. This is called identity shifting, and it's one of the most powerful tools for transformation. When you shift your identity, your behavior naturally aligns. You start making different choices, different opportunities show up, your entire reality begins to reflect this new version of you. There is also psychological research on self-perception theory, which shows that we form our identities based on our behavior. In other words, you don't need to believe you are confident before you act confident. When you consistently act confident, you become confident. Your identity follows your actions. Your brain doesn't distinguish between who you really are and who you are pretending to be. It simply observes your consistent patterns and says, okay, this must be who we are right now. This is why affirmations alone don't work. But affirmations combined with aligned action, that's where magic happens. You're literally reprogramming your subconscious mind. Another concept that is important here is quantum possibilities. While this might sound abstract, the core idea is simple. Multiple versions of your life exist as potential realities. The version that becomes real is one you consistently align with through your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. You don't have to wait for your circumstances to change to become a different person. You become the person first, and then your circumstances shift to match. This exact opposite of how most people approach life. They wait for external validation, for the right opportunity, for someone to give them permission. But the people who actually transform, they decide first and then become. Now we're going to get practical. You're about to do the work that will change your life, but before we begin, grab a pen and paper. I want you to write this down by hand, not on your phone, not on your notes app, on actual paper. Because writing by hand engages your brain differently. It forces you to slow down, to think more intentionally, to connect with what you are creating on a deeper level. This isn't busy work, this is a foundation of your transformation. Take a screenshot of these questions if you need to, but answer them fully, honestly, and with intention. Don't rush this. Give yourself the space to really think about who you want to become. Question number 1 is the most important question. Who is the version of you that has everything you want? Describe her in detail. How does she carry herself? What does her morning look like? How does she speak? What are her daily habits? What does she believe about herself? How does she handle challenges? Be specific. Question number 2 is as important as the first one. What identity is holding you back right now? It helps you to understand what is the problem right now that you need to solve. For example, what labels have you accepted about yourself that aren't serving you? I'm not a morning person, for example. I'm bad with money. I'm shy. I'm not disciplined. Write them all down. These are the stories you are releasing. Question number 3. What beliefs does your ideal self hold? What does she believe about money, a relationship, her worth, success, opportunities? Write down the beliefs that would support the life you want. Next question is question number 4, and I know that it is already 4 questions you need to answer. However, it's very important and it's essential in order for you to become the person that you want to be. And the fourth question is, what does she do differently than you do now? What are her daily habits? How does she spend her time? How does she invest in herself? What does she prioritize? How does she show up in her work, her relationship, and her health? One of the biggest blocks to transformation is the belief that you are too late, that you should have started sooner, that success happens on a specific timeline and you have somehow missed your window. Let me tell you something. Time is a construct. The idea that you need to have your life figured out by 25, be married by 30, be successful by 35, these are completely arbitrary standards that society created. They have nothing to do with your actual potential. Some people find success at 20, others at 40, others at 60. The only timeline that matters is yours, and you get to decide when your transformations begin. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be. You have the power to design the version of yourself you've always dreamed of. Not someday, not when everything is perfect, today. Stop waiting for permission, stop waiting for the right moment, stop waiting for someone to tell you you are ready. Decide who you want to be, write it down, embody it, and watch your entire reality shift to match. This is your life and you get to design it. So start today, become her, she's been waiting for you. Thank you for being here. If you made it this far, I hope this inspired you to take an action. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe, like, comment, and share.